Now, one of the huge advantages of industry self-regulation is that, industry can react quickly to changing, market issues and things like that. Now, waiting for statutory regulation to change to adapt to the market can take a long time. So one of the beauties of it is this one-stop shop and the ability to respond very quickly to changing market dynamics. So there's a lot of regulatory scrutiny on the online space. So you mentioned the online safety bill, and that originated with a online harms white paper, which was published a couple of years ago now. So all of that work is now culminated into a draft bill. What it focuses on really is changing the liability on platforms in particular, and changing it such that they have a duty of care. Now, the way to evidence this duty of care, they need to follow a code of conduct. And if they follow this code of conduct, that basically essentially proves that they are fulfilling their duty of care responsibility. And in the UK, we have the regulator Ofcom, which has traditionally looked at broadcast media, but their remit will be expanded to then look after the online space as well. In addition to the online safety bill, there's also the online advertising programme, which is ongoing consultation at the moment. And in particular, DCMS, which is the UK Department for Digital, Culture, Media, Sport, is the lead government department looking at and doing a review of the whole online advertising ecosystem. So there's quite a lot of changes, there's a lot of interest in online space at the moment. It's quite interesting also because it's going in parallel with what's happening in Europe. I'm sure there's probably some checking of notes and seeing what others do in this space. I think what EDAA have done recently, particularly with their partnership with MediaSmart, was great. Having that video resource to explain how data is used and how targeted advertising is used and how you can actually use some of these controls. I'm a firm believer that we need to do more education for consumers. Not everyone processes the information in the same way, and just to present this information and controls doesn't necessarily lead to the outcome that you want. You have to teach people how to use it and understand what's going on. And I think if you empower consumers, particularly young people, on these controls and how to use them, then I think that leads to a better future and less distrust in the ecosystem.